Hello everybody, this is Kiyoshi here. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'll be reviewing the Bandai S.H.Figuarts Avengers Loki action figure. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's take a look at the packaging first. Being one of the earlier or older S.H.Figuarts, I think there's a lot of problem with this figure. The reason I got this set, I waited this long because it's finally on sale. I got it for I think 45 bucks, 46 bucks plus minus. I think it's at least half the price, I think. Yeah, I want to give it a try, but I still have a lot of gripes. Pricing doesn't take away all those complaints that I have with this figure. But anyways, here is the front look. Here is for the first Avenger movie, Loki, and here's the side. And then here's the back, little image on Loki. I think this is how I'm going to display my figure. But I might have second thoughts here. I feel like this pose is pretty nice too. But probably I will display my figure this way. But yeah, we have some interchangeable faces. We'll look at it later. Here's more product image here. All right, and now move the packaging to the side. And let's focus on the figure. Before we move forward with the figures, we have a bunch of accessory that came with the figure. First, let's go with the hands. Here we have a pair of Tesseract holding hands. You can put Tesseract on top of it, for example, like so. Okay. And then we have a pair of like sector holding hands. You can hold the sectors either way. Yeah, all you gotta do is just remove the top piece. I'm trying to show you guys real quick here. Just slide it in and then hold it on. Or maybe I have to slide in a little bit more. And hold it in like so. Therefore, he's holding the sector. Okay. To show you guys how it's done. All right, and we also have a like a pair of like normal relaxed hands, I guess. Okay, and last but not least, a pair of fisted hands. So now let's get the hands out of the way. We have hand cups to recreate that final scene from Avengers 1. Okay. Next, we have the Tesseract, which is just a clear cubicle. That's all. Nothing fancy or special here. Okay. Next, we have the sectors. There's two sets to it. One is a longer one. It was a shorter one. Here we have the longer one. Really well made. Like I show you, this is how you separate it to put it on the hands. Yep, this is the longer version. The shorter version is identical. It's just the sector is shorter. It's the same gimmick open from here. However, the two are not interchangeable. Not as far as I can. Let's see. Oh, it is interchangeable. So yeah, if you lose one or broke one, at least the two are interchangeable. So you can always, use them around. I think. I'm glad S.H.Figuarts actually included two of these. Oh, they're not identical. This one has a fin, like extra fin came out. This one doesn't have it. But yeah, here's the two of it. Cool. And next we have a hairpiece. This is a hairpiece for the Loki helmeted head version. Because when you put the helmet on, that original hair will not stick to it. So they made another one for it. Like so. Okay, in terms of the facial expressions, here we have the Loki on the little, I don't know what this is called, the prisoner, whatever thing that's called. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Yeah, likeness wise, I don't think it's there. Honestly, I'm being very honest with you. I feel likeness has nothing to do with the actor. I think Tom Hiddleston. Yeah, anyways, and here is the helmeted head, which this one is much better. I don't think it's spot on either, but I feel like out of all three faces that it came with this figure, this is the best one. And then the helmet, it's amazing too. All you gotta do is remove this piece. You can remove the head here if you want to swap with that original settled look instead of this milky smiling face. Or you don't have to. You just put it back on. I mean, this piece is also removable. I think. Wait, it's not. Did it glue in? Okay, anyways. You can have this helmet on. Pretend it's just a helmet. You know, a Loki helmet. If we find a way to remove this piece, I think this will work great as just like a helmet holding on the hands. So yeah, this helmet is made really well. I think this is a really, really well made helmet. Okay, right here, let's come back to the figure itself. This is the look of the Sato looking, which I don't think it looks like the actor at all. Okay, I still think this is the best look. But aside from that, yeah, anyways, and here's the rest of the figure. The pros, let's talk about the pros. I like the fact that it's fully detailed. The paint app, the detailing, everything, it's pro about S.H. Figuarts. That's why they're more expensive, because of all these you know, paint apps, details, accuracy to the movies, and all that. They didn't go cheap. You see, look at the side, even the side, they painted really well. And then the back, they painted really well as well. All these details. And this is a soft goods. Okay. And yeah, they came a bunch of accessory, which I already show you. Those are all the pros, okay? Now we're talking about the cons. First is the scaling. I don't know about you. From me looking at the Loki figure, he's short. He's way too short for anything. And the scale is just weird. He looks like 5'5", you know, like just very short looking. I don't know. Let's say here is the figure from Dungeons and Dragons. She's taller than him. Here we have a figure, okay, in the work here, but I'm trying to custom make this, but in the middle of it, here is an X-Men figure. He's taller. And let me see, here we have the also in the work, Yondu in the work. Look at how much taller he is. That's without a head. Yeah, that unfortunately that's all I have on my desk, because these are the figures that I'm working on it right now. But anyways, yeah, I mean, the proportion, the sizing, the height is my biggest gripe with this figure. And not to mention the neck. The neck seems extremely short for some reason. Just really, really bad. Loki is my favorite villain from the MCU so far. I mean, I like Thanos. I like a lot of other villains, but this is my favorite one. That's why I never gotten this figure. I just think for like $80, it's too pricey for this crap. Okay, maybe crap is too harsh for this imperfect figure. Okay, and then soft goods. In this scenario, this soft good looks bad. There's no bandy wire, nothing, just a piece of cloth. I'll forgive them for it because this is one of their earlier releases from the S.H. figure line. So you know, nowadays their cape look a lot better because it's all bandy wired. This piece just looked really, really bad. Reminded me of those Star Wars Black Series figures. It just sit there looking like an absolutely ugly ass cape. Okay, aside from that, articulations. Let's go over the articulations. Here we have the front. I mean, this piece is hindering a lot of the articulation for this leg. This leg, I'm not sure if it's just my figure. It's very, very loose. It's also one of the older technologies they had. So yeah, this one just very, very loose. Even if I plug it in, it just came very loose. Like, just there's a QC issue going on. Now it doesn't plug on, but okay, see, I plug it on, but it's very loose, this leg. But yeah, here's how to move front. I'm gonna do it very light here, just because this feet is very loose. And then there's articulation here and down, little angle pivots. Do they have that? Oh, see, I pulled it down again. They don't have that extension going on, the extension technology to the legs for this figure. I mean, they don't need it, but anyways, now I can't see it. It's hard. You see the harsh. They're just too loose, okay? Like, I haven't even posed it in any dynamic pose, okay? I'm just trying to do a regular kick here. It's really loose. And okay, I'm not gonna touch the leg from now on. Okay, and then there is waist swivel here. There is ab crunch, or ab is also on a ball joint, although it's very hard because of this this cloth. Not this cloth, because of the coat, the plastic, but you get articulation here and here. Arm, this is how much it goes out. This is how much it goes upward. This is a solid piece here. It's non-removable. So this is how far it can go out. It will not allow you to go up, like straight up. It is on extension, so we're good. It does have the butterfly joint as well. It's single jointed arms. Okay, here's the full ball joint on the hands, on the wrist. Head, this is how far I look up, because the hair piece on the back, basically it can't look up much. It's how far I look down. It left a little bit, right a little bit, tilting. Okay, these are all the articulations. This is the problem with the arm risk and the legs. That's definitely my biggest concern here. Okay, now let's swap the face. There's a couple ways to do it. One, you just remove it and then replace it with, let's say, this one. You get an idea. Well, it's not perfect, but you're supposed to slice it in, I think. Anyways, you got an idea. Here's him wearing this. It's not like 100% in there. It's yet to desire. I can push a little bit. Yeah, now it's in, I think. Yep, here we have him wearing this. I can put the handcuff on. I'm not going to do it on camera, just because this figure feels very fragile. I feel like, yeah, if I stretch this a little bit more, I could have break this little arm wrist. So I'm not going to do that, but this is how you look. Yeah, anyways. Okay, and I'm going to remove this entire facial. Okay, and then remove this hair piece. Here's the other hair piece, which is for the helmet. I'm going to put it on. And here is the helmet piece, which I am going to do the back first to secure this part first to make it easier. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to put that smirky, that looking face. How do I put it on? Holy, this isn't, okay. No, it's the other way. Yeah, this is one of the harder face swaps I've done. I mean, I succeeded, but it's harder than usual. Okay, here we have the helmet head on. Maybe it isn't perfectly placed, as you can see. Once the helmet is on, he's basically locked. You cannot move his head up or down. Well, you can move his head down a little bit. Definitely not up. You cannot move left or right much. A little bit pivoting. But basically, it's locked. But yeah, this facial expression is just a lot cooler, in my opinion. I guess the helmet does add a lot of points to it, because helmet looks hella sick. You know, this horn. But be careful. These all seem very fragile. Yeah, and then here we have the Loki figure. Like I said, there's a lot of problem with this figure. They could have done better, but this is one of their earlier releases. So I will give them, you know, a break on there. The scale's yet to be desired, because it's very small. And my figure just won't stand. That's also a minor gripe here, you know. Oh, there is leg extension. I just felt there is leg extension. It's just that my figure is very loose. So to achieve that isn't easy. And I finally able to get him stand up. Okay, I'm just going to leave it as it is, like so. Okay, once again, I feel like this figure is okay. Especially you look at it from far away. I hate to say it this way, but from far away, from like this angle, I think this figure is cool. Especially if this figure is standalone. I think all these browns, these metallic browns going on throughout his body, throughout his armor, it's really the added special features or effects to this figure to make it really upscale, really cool looking. And I feel like this wicked looking face and the helmet especially made this figure looking a lot nicer. But there's just a lot of gripes. You know, if you can get it like I did with a 50% off, I think go for it. This is a good Avenger 1 Loki. You know, I feel like also it comes with a lot of accessory, the Tesseract, the Sector, and all that. I feel like it's a cool little piece for your Avenger 1 display. You know, it's hard to come across with the original Avengers figures nowadays. I mean, Hasbro is making them, but most of the other toy lines have already stopped. You know, these reversed timeline. Hasbro has been remaking these older figures, you know, making them better. But if you want a, like, say, Loki, I think Hasbro hasn't nailed a Loki yet. They've released so many versions of Lokis, especially the Netflix, was it, oh no, Disney Plus Loki series Loki. But none of those are, like, in my opinion, they didn't, none of those figures they've released so far are considered great in my opinion, to be very honest with you. I haven't seen a wonderful Loki yet in a toy form. So I'm still hoping for one day we'll have a better Loki. Especially if Hasbro ever will revisit the, you know, Avenger 1 Loki, like this uniform, I will be happy to purchase it. Because I think this S.H. Figure one, it's not really the one for me. But for the time being, it will do. Also, I need a Hamdell. You know, I know Hasbro released a Hamdell back in the days with the casual look for Thor 2. But we need a Hamdell in his metallic golden armor. I really wanted a Hamdell of that version. I mean, it doesn't have to be Hasbro. Any other toy company will make that figure for me. I'll be happy. If S.H. Figures will make it, even if it's $100, I'll buy it. If they make it, you know, a good skill with the armor, of the golden armor, that would be nice. A little bit off topic here, but yeah, here's my review of the Loki figure from Avengers 1 S.H. Figuarts. I'll give this figure a 7.5 out of 10. Like I said, I find good things in it. It could have been better, done better. But like I said, I'll give it a break since this is one of their earlier figures. They're still trying to figure out things, you know, I bet. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.